Hello everyone, this is Theody Machina, and I am playing a game called Crossout. Now, Crossout is I don't know what it is. I'm going to call it a third-person shooter for now, for lack of a better term. So, this is my car. I mean, if you get the game yourself, your vehicles will not look like this, I hope. This is the piece of junk I've decided to use. So, what you have is you build a car. I don't know what to call it. It's not big. It's a rather medium size. It's not great. And then what I have equipped on this guy is I have 4 little machine guns. So I'm gonna drive around the map for a minute and summon in a group of bots. So I'll fight and I'll try to explain. So Crossout's a game based in an apocalyptic, there we go, society. Society has gotten hit with some sort of virus. The lore says virus thing. Whether that is released by foreign enemies or it came off of a meteorite is unknown. Anyway, but it caused everyone to kind of lose their minds. So there are some people that are not immune to it but have had a slower effect, so they have gone out and they've built weapons for themselves, but rather than walk around the world, they drive around. And this is the car that my survivor built. Now you come into the game with no memory and no knowledge of what you're driving. You just have a car. You literally spawn into a car. You never see your character, none of that happens. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not sure what to say here. So you're looking at the screen here. Bottom right hand corner, there's a map and a speed. This isn't a fast car, but it is moderately quick, so I'm going somewhere between 65 and 70 kilometers an hour. Above that, and to the right, is the mini-map. The mini-map shows enemies in the direction of which I'm looking. If I can see them, they generally show up, or if they shoot at me. So they're generally okay. These little guys I'm going to call the standard car. Okay, look at the bottom middle of the screen. You're going to see my guns and my health. My health goes down every time he shoots me. And something non-destructible. And as you saw there, in the middle of the screen, some of my armor just came off. And I am losing armor due to the fact they're shooting at me. This is a fully destructible game. In fact, I've already lost a gun. My guns are also overheating, which means when they overheat, I can't shoot. Now, the machine guns in general don't have ammo, so you could literally just waste a whole day just shooting off ammo. Equipped on the front of my car, I have a variety of things I'll explain in a minute. Oh, the other strange thing, these guys are equipped with a certain item that allows them to get up, but this car, if it gets flipped over, cannot get back up. Anyway, as I said, fully destructible game. So I've lost, if you look at the front there, it's not symmetrical. I've lost all that on the right. I have also lost a wheel. So which means I'm going to move a little bit slower now. So if I try to get up to my top speed here. Just give me a second. See, I'm going about more 50 on average. Rather than my earlier 70. Even though I can get up to 70... I'm not going to drive as well over bumps and stuff. I can't turn as well as I used to. A lot of that stuff. So we're going to go back to the garage. I'm tired of these guys. So we're going to go... There is your quote-unquote main screen. So I'm just going to go along the top and see if that'll work well. The garage. This is your car. You can build your car. You can battle using it. Or you can do a test drive, which is what I was doing, which is... I click it, doors open, I can now drive out into the world, I can spawn in bots, all sorts of things. If you're super picky, you can turn on the center of mass, where is my thing located. This one's pretty good at the center, I'm fine with that. And it also gives you a quote-unquote enemy representation of your car. If I was going to fight my car, this is what I would look like. And then going back here, you have your pilots. Co-pilot, I'm sorry. Co-driver. And these guys just give you little things. I have 2 factions right now. This guy gives me cannon stuff. So if I kill enemies with him, I get experience points. With him in the cab, I get experience points, and then I can level him up. So he goes from cannons get 1 damage, to cannons get 1 durability, to cannons turn faster, turrets turrets deal more damage. But this is the guy that I'm using right now. Cars more health. Machine guns and miniguns deal 1 more. Shotguns deal 1 more. And we're working on cannon. So that's my co-driver. So I have my car, and you can only have 1 car at a time. You can have blueprints, but you can only have 1 car. You don't like go into a battle and go, on this terrain, I think I would like my cannon. No, it's you build a car and you pray that it's the terrain you like. The Leviathan comes later, and you build this massive vehicle, and then the computer will look at them and randomly take them and then drop them into a level. It's called a raid, where it's you, the player, versus a Leviathan, maybe even the one you made. So they're kind of like custom bosses. There's some pretty cool ones out there. This button, if you're double checking, you can see where I am. Middle of the screen, straight down at the bottom, there's the Leviathan. To the right of that, there's this gear with 2 arrows. I don't even know what that is. It just randomly makes something. So I'm just going to click that and see what I get. Yeah, I'm fine with that. And behold, a car. This car is... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. This car is not particularly... I'm going to say healthy, as in I have a lot of health. Not particularly deadly. It's a car, alright? If I click it again, give me a new car, right? Yep, there's a totally... And it's red. And there's that car. So you can do whatever. And then auto assembly. So like you can like filter things. I don't ever use it. There's this button, and so I can choose which button does what. Like if I click this one, I choose group 2. Then if I hit test drive, one does this. The other one does this. So kind of cool. I don't use it a lot. Now these are your blueprints. This is the spot you'll be going to the most if you play this. So I'm gonna open this up. I have 4 saved blueprints. I have Rover, just kind of a rover. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really use them for anything. I just kind of like drive it around, have fun. It's not particularly deadly. It just kind of moves pretty quick. New blueprint 2. I don't name these normally because I don't ever have to use them. This is the car I was driving around with, and this is my tank. I get hit with something big, heavy. I've got like 900 health. I can take it. I can take anything and live through it. But, and these... Here, hang on. We're going to assemble him real fast. I always do that. There we go. And he's got 3 sets of wheels, so I can lose wheels and be fine. I have these things to protect my wheels, as well as, like, incoming side damage. Your cabin is your quote-unquote true health. They deal you more damage as they hit the cabin. So I have buffed this cabin. This guy right here, yeah, it doesn't really do anything. These guys, the hatchets, are one of my favorite items in the game, because when you hit someone, they deal damage. Faster I go, the more damage I deal. There's 2 of them on here. Then I've got these things, these bumpers, and these deal more damage on collision. More damage on collision. More damage on collision. So basically, my whole front of my car is built to hit someone, and have these 3 machine guns kind of take them out. Now, they are suspended, using these weapon mounts that are, they're not handy. They can kind of get shot through pretty easy. Not very helpful. And now if I click this button, oops, I'm going to move. I have underneath, I have my frames, but I also have these radiators in them. They cause my, they reduce the rate that it heats at. So if it overheats at, say, 15 seconds, 14 seconds, now it goes down to 3.5. It takes 3.5 away. But when I have 2 of them, it takes 7 seconds away. Super helpful there. Now we're going to keep going down the blueprints list. I have Dinosaurus Rex. We'll come back to him. And new blueprint 4. Now I have sold parts from this one. Actually, I don't have the flag anymore. And again, rather tanky creation built around the concept of protect the wheels, protect the wheels, protect the wheels. You lose both your wheels, you're toast. we're going to go ahead and assemble Dinosaurus Rex and continue on with my current thing. Now, we have faction, and these are the factions I'll explain in a minute, but these are the items I have, the blueprints I have unlocked from different factions. Here's the Howler. Not a huge fan. It's okay. It's got a cannon. I don't have that cannon yet. The Apprentice. It's okay. Again, I don't really like the whole cannon thing. Workhorse is pretty good. But again, the cannons fire so slow and don't deal as much damage as I want. Viper, fast moving, and it hits hard, and has this thruster at the back to make it go faster. And the starter car. This, you literally spawn in with 2 machine guns. This has these 2 machine guns. Now, if you go check out the YouTuber Blitz and go through one of his videos, you can unlock this machine gun, an early cannon, and a shotgun, or increased armor, one of the 2. And so, if you watch this and go, ooh, I want to play, don't go look it up, go through his channel. It's so much better that way. So come out of here. And so then, characteristics, so I have durability. So my big one back a second ago had like 830, this one has 530. Much, much less, albeit not a tiny bit. I have 30 out of 50 pieces, which isn't bad. I have 8 of 8 total points used. So I have, when you put down a cabin, you either have, generally, in the beginning sections, 7 to 8. And that energy allows you to put on the radiators, thrusters, weapons. If I put down a machine gun, it takes 2 energy. If I put down a shotgun, it takes 3. Put down a cannon, it takes 6. Pretty simple. Mass, it's just how heavy it is. The heavier it is, the slower it is. Max speed, 90 kilometers an hour. Not bad. It's a lot faster. I use it to capture things. Tonnage. So when you hit maximum tonnage, progressive penalties are applied to speed and acceleration. You get really slow. And acceleration's pretty good. I don't have a reputation bonus because I don't have any like bonus pieces on here. Now, I'm sitting here. Oh, sorry, missed some things. These are your challenges. So I'm not going to click it because it's up here. I'll get to them in a minute. But I have to reach level 2 with any advanced faction. So, pretty simple. This is clans. I don't want to be in here. I don't like clans. I don't ever join them. And this is a friend list. So if you get 5 or 6 people want to play, you're all jamming out, going, hey, this is fun. I highly, highly suggest that you get into contact with this friend list thing. So that way you all call each other up. Hey, it's 4:30. You guys want to play some Crossout? You can all join up and join the same game. It's pretty sweet. Okay, moving over on the top. Oh, one more thing. If I hit tab, it takes me to the storage tab. And this is just my guns, my everything. So you can go through. These are my frames, which are your bases, and my tops, not currently in use. So that's the one you start with. Then you get this one, and then that one. And actually, no, then you get there's one in here, and then you get this one, and then that one. This one, so this is the starting machine gun. This is the next one. This is a shotgun, and while shotguns may not sound great against a car, trust me, they're wonderful at close range. The rapier is something that I've gotten through hard work and dedication, and by selling some of my pieces. So in this game, I'll explain that in a minute too. Never mind. The little boy is a turreting cannon. Most cannons can't turret. The little boy can. The rapier can also turret. The rapier does not have ammo, but it does have an overheating point. The little boy has ammo. It's 12 shots. You run out of all 12 shots and you don't have a second gun, you're toast. And then the Avenger. The Avenger's the quote-unquote starting cannon. It's the easy one to get. It's pretty simple. These are my different things. I have an aviator, with jet booster, the radio, and it effectively allows you to like use communication, which is like enemy to your right, that kind of a thing, over greater distances. The ruby, radar. Breeze reduces weapon heating. That was on the underside of my car. The car jack. This is important, but I don't normally use it. If your car flips over and you don't have a car jack, you have to either wait 30 seconds or have a friend come flip you over. If you have a car jack, you just click, I think it's R, and it flips you back over. Fuel barrel. You have this little green thing up here is fuel. If I complete a mission, it gives me 5 liters of fuel. But it blows up when it gets shot, so I don't want to have things blow up in my car. Starter wheels, small wheels, and medium wheels. Pretty self-explanatory. Bigger the wheel, the more tonnage, but the more power. But never mind, the power doesn't do anything. Forgot about that. More durability, that kind of a thing. More mass. Different pieces that I have not sold or used yet. Like I don't have a door. You could create a full-blown, like, hippie minivan. And it would look awesome. However, I don't recommend it because you can't shoot well out of them. Decor, they don't do anything. They give you reputation bonuses, which I don't personally think it's worth putting something extra on my car for. Customization, I have this sticker. And then these, so the paint thinner takes off paint, and the rest of these just puts paint on it. So right now I've got Sandstorm on there, and I could go like paint part, or I can hit O and paint it all. Like there, I've removed it, and then I can go, yay, I've painted it. And you have infinite paint. These are, I thought I'd run out of those. These are just different things. The engineer badges can get you different things. The coupons get you different things. You want to store these up. When you get them, don't sell them. It's a bad thing. So when you get them, hold on to them and wait, because eventually you need them to build things. Factions tab. Oh, sweet. That's pretty cool. So the engineers are the starter group. And you start with them, and they've got basics. Basic melee weapons, basic machine guns, basic shotguns, basic cannon, basic parts. You could roll the whole game with engineers and rock it. However, personally, I want to get to other things. So then, after you get to level 10 of engineers, you can do either scavengers, lunatics, or nomads. Scavengers allow you to, once you level up to level 10 with them, you can go to the Steppenwolfs. Lunatics take you to Firestarters, nomads take you to Dawn's Children. All of these are kind of weird. So scavengers, they kind of, let me double check I know what I'm talking about here. Yeah, they do high damage, high armor tanks. They're kind of okay. They're not great. Lunatics, high damage, close range, and then you die. Fast cars. Normally you can't see them coming. The nomads, it's a basic car there. You can have something that's kind of fast and kind of dangerous simultaneously, but you don't have a lot of health. They're very streamlined. Steppenwolfs, militaristic. You look at anything in here and you can't think things. Now, other than the wheels, and this thing has treads, you can get to eventually legs. You can have a walker. It's pretty sweet, personally. That's what I'm going for. Dawn's Children, spacey. Literally hovercraft. That's about it. It's really not that complicated for Dawn's Children. I don't like it. Personally, their weapons are underpowered, and I expect much more from them, but I don't get it. Firestarters, basically just upgraded lunatics. They're fast, they're dangerous, they die so stinking quickly, and that's about it. So with these, if I went into a faction, engineers, I can choose to craft something out of normal, rare, or legendary currently. There's a purple one right here. And then as I unlock things, I can get different, like, blueprints, like that thing. I don't even know. I don't like a lot of these. So I can get, like, equipment level 11. I'm gonna get a bumper, a fender, and a frame. Like, if I scroll down and I'm, like, max level somehow, I get a frame. I get a big frame. Yeah, they're pretty simple. They're not very complex. And the engineers also are constant. You can't get rid of them. So that's just a note. So like if I wanted to craft something, I'm not going to, but if I wanted to craft something and I wanted to cord, I could hit craft and it would take 30 of my scrap and it would make it for me. All of these for engineers are instant permanent. Not permanent, but like instantly permanently. You hit craft and it takes literally 1 second. You can get different things in here, like this is the last actual thing you can level up and get. The decor container gives you decor. Fairly simple. The engineer flag gives it to you for 3 days and it gives you bonus reputation. Paint container, it gives you paint. Pretty simple. The legendary container, I think, is dumb because it just gives you 1 weapon for 24 hours. Not worth it at all. Moving over to the market. Here, you can buy and sell things. If you look up here, I have 3.5 coins. Someone is selling this unguided rocket system for 319. So I could go get myself something, but it's not worth it. I mean, if I do this, let's see. Let's go to number 5. Number 7. Let's go all the way to the end. Yeah, I could buy an Avenger for 1.3. That's kind of where I am. Just wondering why that was there. And so you can get, like, the blue, purple. Anyway, it's okay. Storage, this is what I showed you earlier. This is the tabs thing. I can upgrade things, apparently, but it takes a whole bunch of things. Got 3 identical items. I don't really want to. The shop is money, real world, to get things. Most of this stuff is weird. If I go into exhibition, these are things people have made. And they're kind of weird, honestly. I like a lot of them, but they're interesting. Look, someone has made a house. They have made a cottage on 4 wheels. What can this thing do? It can deploy units. Yep, that's all that can do. I mean, everything, most of the things you'll see in here are pretty simple. Now, you will get things like AK-47, car, whatever you want. Well, if I go into Leviathan, what I was talking about earlier, you get some weird stuff. Like, weird stuff. I'm just looking at the... I have no comment, really, here, other than... What the heck am I looking at? But I'm just going to keep going through this list until something interesting pops up. Yeah, helicopter. You can't even fly in this game, and someone built a helicopter. Like here. Test drive. I have a... I don't know. It's more like a Harrier than anything else, but I have a plane that has a thruster. Or it's like weapon systems guided? Oh, that's pretty cool. It's like if I were to spawn in bad guys right now, and I gotta lock on to one of them. Drive on over. Sup? That's pretty cool. I like that. But these are the Leviathan type things. Someone has built the Bismarck, apparently. And cannons auto fire. I forgot about this. But yeah, someone has built a futuristic Bismarck. I'm getting out of there. Anyway, and then challenges are what I have to do. So I can either try to get Reputation 2 with a faction. That's storyline. I don't recommend that if you don't like language. There's like one part you can't skip that has language, and I got so stinking mad. So I don't recommend the story. So be wary. I believe there is a way to turn off like words, but I don't know how yet. So I'm going to stop it here. You can watch the next one if... Oh, no, wait. I've got to show you Dinosaurus Rex. So next video, I will actually play around with Dinosaurus Rex to show you how I play. And then I'll play around with my tank and show you that. So we're going to run around with Dinosaurus Rex. And the reason it's called Dinosaurus Rex is because it's derpy. This is a shotgun. Does it do much damage? Oh, no. Is the car fast? Well, it's got a pretty good acceleration. We're gonna start moving along here, see what we get to. So yeah, it seems gonna be balanced about around 90 kilometers an hour, so not bad. But now you've probably noticed the obsessive amount of rockets I have on here. Allow me to demonstrate. Watch the kilometer per hour counter in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. Please note at 284 kilometers an hour, the car exploded. You can't get going too fast, because then the next bump you take is your death. But so if I were just to like gently and slowly, as I say, going 100 kilometers an hour, come out of here and then go. It's pretty stinking fast. And the reason it's called Dinosaurus Rex is because when you try to turn, it's like, bleh, bleh. Which is super responsive, and I like that, but I don't know. It just kind of always felt kind of derpy. And then if I do this, I can fly. But as soon as I hit the ground. So the point being there, while this car is amazing, and it's on the workshop if you want to go find it, if you're playing, I'm just kind of driving around, and so I can't get too fast, but that is still massively faster than most enemies you'll fight. And I have enough health that I can take 2 or 3 hits from a cannon, but I get massively hampered. It's like if I were to say, get unstuck from this tree here, spawn in a robot. Oh, there he is. And that's the other reason it's called Dinosaurus Rex, is because it is derpy. It also has a whole bunch of melee items on the front. Not a whole bunch. It's got a couple. It's got all the ones I have available to me. And it just kind of deals damage. So you see that little 6 there above the enemy? Okay, I would like you to note something. I'm going to shoot his wheel. 24. Shoot his cab. 24. But see how it's yellow? That means it's critical damage. So if I just kind of... And see how I've taken off his tires? Tires are important, kids. And there he goes. That yellow damage means you're taking out their actual cab. I've lost a tire too, but fortunately it's Dinosaurus Rex and it doesn't care. Good tree. There we go. Well, with that stunning note, I'll see you guys hopefully next week. And I know there's no sound. That's because I don't want like random voice chatter to yell something inappropriate, which I haven't gotten yet. The best thing that I've got, the only actual like chat thing I've gotten, was a guy congratulating me on getting this car to functionally work and to take out people. So, I can recommend it for its fairly good community. And I will be seeing you guys next time. Please, if you would like to, go check out the game. Thank you and goodbye.